First thing is TN notation. Guys, just a reminder, TN would be your general term that you use to find any term in the sequence. Okay, that will be TN. N is the position of the term. So if N is 5, I'm asking you what term is in the 5th position. The actual value of the term would be TN as well. So maybe I should also write it to chat. So if N is the position, TN would be the value. So if term 1 is 10, then N will be 1 and TN will be 10. D would be the constant difference, and drawing from that, we only ever have a constant difference when we deal with what type of number patterns. Let me know in the chat, guys. Let's see if you guys listen to me. We only do this formula and deal with constant difference when we have what type of number pattern? Yay! I'm actually listening to me. Let's see if everybody else listened. Linear. Yes. Ooh, Chichi is indeed awake today. Now I know to buy pork chops. Linear. Okay. So how would you know if the number pattern is linear? So if I give you a normal ordinary pattern and I do not tell you that it's linear, how would you know that it is linear? Like if I just give you a random number pattern. Let me actually do that. Let me give you 2 number patterns. Okay, which one is linear, guys? Let me number them. A and B. So which number pattern would you classify as linear? Not necessarily the term. What has to be constant? Amahle and Tepang. You're very close, but it's not the term that's constant. What is constant? Remind me again. Difference. It has a constant difference. So going back to these two, which one would be a linear number pattern? Thank you, Novoyo. That was beautiful. Chichi says B. Amake says A. I'm thinking Amake was thinking A, not 1. Everyone else says A. Let's see. So with B, you added 3. And then you added 5, and then you added 7. Whereas here you added 3, and then you added 3, and then you added 3. So it is indeed number A. Okay. B does have a difference, but it is not constant. Do you see we're adding the same thing here? We're adding the same thing over and over and over. So it does have a difference, Chichi. I think that's what you meant. You just meant that it has a difference, but you need to make sure that it is constant. So in this number pattern formula that we're going to use, D is a constant difference and C is the same as T0, which means it's the term before term 1. Okay, hoping we all remember this. We just did this. So let's fill in some missing terms. Okay, so for the next coming number patterns, we're going to be filling in the next 3 terms. Try to see how you get to the next term and tell me, guys, in the chat when you figured it out, what are the next 3 terms? Let's look at A. So for A, we have a 17, and then we have a 19, and then we have a 23, and then we have a 29. What's going on there, guys? Okay, Chichi has started off for us. 17 plus 2 is 19. And then from then on, what happens? What happens, everyone? I feel like there's such an echo in here, and now like it's making me sound like I'm speaking very loudly. And my neighbors are gonna get a free math lesson. Yay! Because it's echoing. Guys, Chichi has helped us with the first one. What happens after that? Oh, Chichi's starting to see a pattern. Okay, so for the first one, we added 2. Then we added Okay, so what is going on? We're definitely not multiplying by 2. I'm gonna say be careful. There we go. Taipang says we are adding even numbers. Remember, Voltari, we're not looking for the general term, okay? Be careful. Now we're just filling in the next terms. So we want to know, how do you get from the first one to the second one to the third one to the fourth one? We're not looking at how do you get from the position to the value, okay? So we are adding even numbers. There we go. I'm glad you understand. So this is plus 6. Thank you, Paul. So the next one will be plus 8. So 29 plus 8 will give us 37. And then, so this one is 37. And after we add 8, how much do we add? You guys are so woke. I can never, ever catch you out anymore. Plus 10, so this will be 47, because we'll be at 37 plus 10, which is 47. Then the last one, we're going to be adding 12, and that makes our last term 59. Beautiful. 47 plus 12 is 59. I think we're off to a good start. We're off to a good start. There's a lot of work on this one note, so let's get going. Let's see what happens with B. 3, 4, 6, 9. What's happening there by B? Anybody know what's happening by B? I like that you guys are participating. It's a small class, but it doesn't feel that way because I'm getting answers. I'm just like, we are not multiplying, Chichi. Please check. What do we multiply from 3 to 4? That would be a little bit tricky, wouldn't it? Okay, Linda Lani says we're adding. What are we adding? We're adding natural numbers. Boo, 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 boo. Voltari got it first. Beautiful. Beautiful, guys. Beautiful. We are adding natural numbers. So the first one, we added 1, then we added 2, and then we added 3. So tell me, after 9, what are the next 3 terms? After this, we're going to add 4, and then add 5, then add 6. Okay, Mpo says 9 plus 4 would give us 13, and that is indeed correct. Thank you, Mpo, very much. Thank you. What are the next terms, everyone? Yes, Tebang also got it, natural numbers. I can't catch you guys out anymore. I feel like you guys are now sharp. I was looking at past papers, exam papers, and the number patterns in there are so easy. And I was like, am I just being very difficult on everyone? And I was like, no, I'm not. I'm going to continue doing it. Haha. See, because now you guys are sharp. You guys are sharp. It's okay. I'll see you. Welcome. It is indeed 18. And then the last one is 18 plus 6, which is 24. Thank you to everyone who gave me the next 3 terms. For the next one, I'm going to keep quiet a little bit. Guys, when you see my emoji on these things, you know that it's a sign of something. That's all I'm saying. Okay, let's see. Let's see what's happening there by C. You guys can figure it out, Chichi. Don't freak out before you even look at it. Come on now. I didn't even leave myself space to fill it out. That shows you that I was considering being nice. And then I was like, right? Chichi, I've been waiting to use this Bitmoji for a very long time. So let me use it. Okay. Guys, this pattern is actually really easy because it has a picture. It's actually really easy because it has a picture. I'm going to show you guys just now. But let me give you guys a chance to figure it out. So keep quiet for a few seconds and go get my water because I've been speaking for the past 14 minutes non-stop. Now my throat is like... If you figured it out, put it in the chat. Let's see. I come back. Turns out my water was next to me. Anyone? Karabo says 13. I'm not sure which one is 13. Let me give you guys a clue. Okay. What type of shapes are these? Okay, we're going to take away the shape that's on top. Take away these little dudes that are on top here. Tell me, this shape on its own, what do you call this shape? Let me know in the chat. Oh, Mpo is getting somewhere. Nope, they're definitely not squares. They're cubes. They're cubes. They are cubes. It's okay, Voltari. I meant the 3D one. The one in front is a square, but I meant the whole shape. There is your clue. They are cubes. If I were you, I would write down how many cubes are in each. Let me do this. Are in each stack. So for the first one, there's 2. For this one, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. For this one, there's 27, 28. I don't know that. For this 65. Anybody know what's going on? We are not on E, Kanyo. Guys, just subtract the number that's on top, the shape that's on top here, and try to see if you recognize it. If I take this block away that's on top, this is going to be 1, right? And if I take this block away, this is going to be 8. If I take this block away, this is going to be 27. And if I take this block away, this is going to be 64. What's going on with those numbers, guys? What's going on with those numbers? The shape should give you a clue. What type of numbers are they? They're cube numbers. Guys, what's 1 cubed? 1 times 1 times 1? That's 1. Yes. And then 2 times 2 times 2. How much is 2 cubed? 2 cubed is, I almost said it's 4 with confidence. 2 cubed, not squared. What's 2 cubed, guys? It's 8. No, guys, what does 2 cubed mean? Whoa, let's go back to our exponents lesson. Woo! People, let's stop. 2 cubed, that's how we write it, means 2 times 2 times 2. It doesn't mean 2 times 3. It doesn't mean 2 times 3. And it is not 2 squared. Okay, you guys need to learn your vocabulary. 2 cubed means you multiply it by itself 3 times. So now I'm asking again, what is 2 cubed? I see you guys, I got it correct the first time. There we go, Chichi. It's 8. Yes, it's 8. What is 3 cubed? How much is 3 cubed? 27. So guys, these numbers that are on top for our number pattern are just off by 1. So you say the cubed, and then you add 1. The cube, 2 cubed is 8, is what you guys said. Plus 1 is 9. 3 cubed is 27. You add that 1 block that's on top, that's 28. 4 cubed is 64. You add 1, that is 65. So for the next pattern, we're going to have to do what? 5 cubed plus 1. And then 6 cubed plus 1. And then 7 cubed plus 1. Do we all understand this pattern now? They just threw us off by putting in the plus 1. But because it was a shape, it was meant to be a little bit easier to see. Thank you very much, Karabo. 5 cubed is 125. And if you add 1, it's 126. What is 6 cubed, guys? Plus 1. Now everyone vanished. They're like, this is too much for me. 6 cubed plus 1, 217. So 6 cubed is 216. If we add 1, you're going to end up with 217. And the last one is 7 cubed plus 1, which is 344. Guys, I'm tricking you so you are untrickable when your teachers try to trick you. Eh? So if you see this in an exam paper, be like, you must make that laugh. That's my very... Chichi, would you rather have tricks in a test paper when it counts for marks? No, you'd rather have them here so that you know how to solve them if you encounter them. Okay, let's go back to less tricks. Okay, let's do D. Oh, I have a lot of patterns for you guys. Let's do number D. How much is D, guys? We have 1, 2, 4, 8. What's going on in that pattern? How are we getting from one term to the next? Multiply by 2. Thanks, Paul. Zenith, we're very far from being done. I suggest you just participate and have fun. So here we are multiplying by 2. There we go. So then give me a list of my next 3 terms, guys. All of you. List my next 3 terms for me. Thank you, Lomso. Everyone else, let's see if everyone is listening. Next 3 terms. 16, 32, 46. Thank you. Future, I'm not sure what you are asking. I have people check the quizzes, so I highly doubt there is a mistake. Zenti can go sleep if he wants. We are here having fun with math. Thank you for the next 3 terms, guys. So this is 16 because you say 8 times 2. Then you times 2 again. That gives you 32. And you times 2 one last time, and that is 64. Beautiful. See, guys, when I give you very difficult ones, then the moderate ones are nothing for you guys. You get them like this. What's the next one? So again, from 2 to 4,5 to 6 to 8,5. What have we here? No, something's wrong with this pattern. I'm noticing now. There are 2 different patterns here, actually. To go from 2 to 4,5, we're adding 2,5. But to go from 4,5 to 6, it is 1,5. And then we go back to 2,5. So then, what are we adding in the next part? These are the types of patterns you do when you're a bit older, can you? But it's nothing you can't handle. It means the constant difference is also a pattern. You're adding 2,5, then you're adding 1,5, then you're adding 2,5. Come on, guys, you can't just give up like that. Look carefully. Look carefully. Okay? 2 to 4,5. What are you adding? So if we go from 2 to 4,5, we're adding 2,5. Okay? From 4,5 to 6, we're adding 1,5. And then we go back to adding 2,5. So then we have to add 1,5. So tell me, guys, what is 8? Chichi, there's a difference between a comma and a semicolon. You need to pay attention. Okay? Thank you. So the next one is 8,5 plus 1,5. Yeah, that's why I used semicolons so that you can see where the comma is and where the semicolon is. Okay, so this will be 10. And if the last time we added 1,5, then now how much do we have to add? How much do we add this time if we added 1,5 the last time? 2,5. See, guys, it's not that bad. You guys just wanted to give up just because. 10 plus 2,5, and that's going to give me how much? Yes, 12,5. And for the last one, we're going to add 1,5 and tell me what is my final term. 12, 5 plus 1, 5. That will give me, thank you, Tepang, and everyone else who wrote it before that and after that. That is 14. 14. Beautiful. So yes, guys, it is possible that you have two number patterns at once, but we're not supposed to talk about that. But that wasn't that deep, guys. Why did we panic? Why did we panic? Next time, Chichi, I do acknowledge that they're very squished and stuff. I'll add like more space between them so that you can see a term and a separation. Okay. I do acknowledge they're quite squished, so you can't really see what's the term and where's the separation. So I'll spread them out a little bit more for us. Okay. Got you guys. Got you. You're welcome. Woo. Okay, let's do the last one. Let's do H. Let's challenge you guys a little bit. Let's do H. Yo, I am so glad. No vuyo. No vuyo. I am happy, which is vuyo. I like it. Guys, I like doing that with names, which is terrible because wow. Let's see. Does anybody see what's going on with H? Does anybody recognize these numbers? What are these? You can either say, what are those? What are those? Or you can do this. Going from there to there, we subtracted 3. And then they are integers, but the numbers are highlighted without the, thank you. They are perfect squares without the minuses. They are perfect squares. 1 is the same as 1 squared. 4 is 2 squared. 9 is 3 squared. 16 is 4 squared. But there is another pattern. And you guys were on it. There we go. Jody, that's okay. Just watch this video when we upload it, okay? That's negative -5. And then to go from there to there, we subtract 7. So you can either say they are the negative version of perfect squares, or you are subtracting odd numbers. Beautiful, Amahle. I like how you said that. Okay, so if we subtracted 7 here, how much are we subtracting next? So now we're at negative 16. Tell me how much we are subtracting. 9. And that's gonna have us end up where? We're subtracting 9. Lomso, look carefully. We were subtracting 3, and then 5, and then 7. Do you see that those are all odd numbers? There we go. So this is going to be negative 25. If you didn't see that pattern, you could have just said, what is the square of 5? Then you put a negative in front of it. Okay, that's 2 ways of doing it. So this would have been negative 9. This is minus 11, and this will be minus 13. So now we add negative 25. We subtract 11, and how much does that give us? Negative 36. Thank you very much. Negative 36. And then the last one, we are at negative 36. We're subtracting 13. How much does that give us? Negative 49. Do we see that these are all perfect squares? They are just negative forms of perfect squares, right? They're just negative forms of perfect squares. Thank you very much for you guys answering in the chat. Checking in. Is everybody fine with everything I've done so far? Anyone lost? Thumbs up, thumbs down. What's going on? You need help, whatever you want to say. Thumbs up. Okay, I see a lot of thumbs up in the reactions. I love it. I love it. And in the chat. Okay, that's beautiful. Okay, cool. Now we are going to be finding the missing blocks in this number pattern. So now, before we can use any formula, I said to you, must first check if this is a linear number pattern. Otherwise, you just cannot use our number pattern. And you guys said I must check by checking what the constant difference is. So how do I get from 125 to 119? Does anyone see the constant difference yet? Anybody see the constant difference yet? It is linear, but what is our constant difference? Okay, Andisa says -6. We'll check just now. Amma says +6. Ooh, what have we here? Negative or +6, guys? Oh, okay, we have 2 of each. 2 positive, 2 negative. Andisa says negative, Chifu says positive. Mpo's showing us that it's negative. Stefan says positive. Garaba says negative. Let's check, guys. Getting from 125 to 119, you subtract 6, so that cannot be a +6, guys. Cannot be a +6. Also, from there to there, we subtract 6. So your constant difference has to be -6. Remember, these go with their operations, okay? So this negative belongs to the 6. So the constant difference is not just 6, it is -6. Okay, so now we have D. Let me write in the chat, write for me the general formula that we're going to need. The one that we're going to substitute into to find the formula for this number pattern. Write it for me in the chat. Let's see if you guys remember it. Thank you, Mpo, Amashe. Amashe, don't forget your TN. Yes, you guys are incredible. Tn is equal to dn plus c. Okay, we have found our constant difference. We said it is -6. Now we need this dude over here. How do we find c again? Please remind me in the chat. How do we say we find c? Anyone? Someone? T1 minus D. Oh, Amahle, that is a beautiful T1 minus D. Or you do the opposite operation. So you say 1, 2, 5. If you're using Amahle's formula, it's going to be minus -6, which is 1, 2, 5 plus 6, which will be 1, 3, 1. If you don't want to go through all of that, you just say, to go backwards, you would have to add because we've been minusing. And then you end up with just C is 1, 2, 5 minus 6 plus, which is 131. So now we have C as well, right? We have D with that, we have C. Therefore, our general formula is Tn equals -6n plus 131. Now let's fill in our table. We have, first of all, we have found the n part. This is -6n plus 131. Now we are working on these ones. Tell me, to find the position, am I going to substitute 83 where I have Tn or where I have n? Did you hear the question carefully? Am I going to substitute 83 where I see Tn or where I see n? Where am I going to substitute that 83? Karabo says n. Let's hear what everyone else has to say. Amahle says n as well. Buntle, Lindelani, guys, look carefully. What have they given us? Did they give us Tn or did they give us n? Is 83 the position? Let me ask it like that. Is 83 the position? Exactly. 83 is the value. So where am I going to substitute it? We said n is the position, so we cannot be substituting it by n. There we go, guys. You need to think chronologically. What do I have and what do I want? If you want n, then you cannot substitute it where you have n, okay? Because we don't know what n is. That's what we're trying to figure out. So you're gonna have to substitute 83 where you have t. N. We're going to have to do 83 where we have Tn. So then it's going to be 83, because that's the value, that's what they gave us, equals negative 6n plus 131. Anyone want to finish this one with me? We've done plenty of them. Anyone? Give me ideas in the chat of how we'll solve this. Guys, how would I solve this? 83 equals negative 6n plus 131. Remember, we want n, so you have to get n on its own. Right now, n has a lot of stuff after it and before it, and it's messy. We want to end up, ooh, Amahle is onto something, but check Amahle, we're moving the 131. We're not moving the 83. So we want to move the 131 away. We want to take 131 over to the other side. Tell me if I do that, 131 will become what? It's fine, Paul. I'm glad you got it, but you need to tell me how you got there. We need to follow the chronological. You need to start where we are, Paul. You get rid of the 131. What happens when your 131 is transposed to the other side? Thank you, Novoyo. So you're going to end up with negative 6n equals 83 minus 131. Therefore, negative 6n is going to equal, thank you. Thank you, Tepa. You can either subtract it on both sides, but if you subtract it on this side, it's just going to vanish. Okay, that's what happened there. So it's going to be 83 minus 131, which is negative 48. Okay, so now tell me, how do I get rid of this negative 6? How do I get rid of this negative 6? Guys, you have to do it in this way, otherwise you're going to lose marks. If you guess, it's going to be a big problem in the exam. Divide, thanks Tepang and Amahle. We divide by what you do on the one side, you have to go do on the other side. So we divide by negative 6, divide by negative 6. Negative 6 and negative 6 will divide into each other. Therefore, n will be 8. So in position 8, thank you, Paul. Thank you, Voltari. Who else answered me? Amahle already saw. So in position 8, we have the term 83. Okay. We have the term 83. Let's check with 41. Let's do it again with 41. I need you guys to get used to this method, guys. I need you to get used to this method because you're getting marks for putting them in chronological order. Okay. So that was a very bad attempt at dividing my page. So again, 41 is Tn. So you're going to say 41 equals negative 6n plus 131. And since we already done this, tell me, how am I supposed to get n on its own? How am I supposed to get n on its own? Thank you. Negative 6n will then be 41 minus 131. So negative 6n will be, how much is that? 41 minus 131, negative 90. Then we divide both sides by negative 6 to get rid of it. These divide into each other. So n will be equal to, what position will 41 be? Thank you, Amahle. 15. So in position 15. 16, we have the term 41. Okay, I hope you guys understand. Now let's do one of these where they actually give you N. Right now we're working out N, but now they gave you N. They told you that N is 25. In that case, let me do it at the bottom here. That's much more simple and straightforward because you're going to say Tn is equal to -6. Wherever you see an N, actually, I did that wrong. Because wherever you see an N, you must put in 25. So it's going to be term 25 is equal to -6 times 25 plus 131. Okay, tell me what you guys get. -6 times 25 plus 131. Tell me what the value will be in position 25. Position 25, what will the value of the term be? Thank you. -19. Okay, how are we feeling about working with Tn? Firstly, finding the formula and then substituting in the correct place. I see one thumbs up, only one. Remember, if this is still confusing, we did a whole series about this. Okay, this is just revision. Okay, Amatio says thumbs up. I see 3 thumbs up, 4. Not enough considering how many of you are in this class. If you don't speak up now, guys, I can't help you. Let's go to our brain break quickly. Oh, today I got extra special brain break. Would you rather never wear deodorant or have really bad dandruff? Let's hear what we have to say. Getting there, beautiful Elsie. Please go watch the actual number patterns series because it was done in bits and pieces, okay? Here I'm just squishing everything into one because it's a revision class. But if you go to the website under the number pattern series, I did everything bit by bit by bit by bit. You're gonna get there. Would you rather never wear deodorant or have really, really bad dandruff? Whatever says really bad dandruff. Ew. Your hair will be flaking. You're welcome. Never wear deodorant. Amo is like, no, it's Amo, how are you going to deal with not wearing deodorant? Are you gonna put baby powder in your armpits? I can't do this. Come on, guys, everyone else. Hi, you guys are too slow. Even window. Chichi. Chichi. I'm not even. I can't. You guys would rather have really bad dandruff. Asli, I'm not unmuting you guys today. I want to finish this quickly. I need to smell good. So you guys would rather have like white scales on, like, y'all brave. That's all I can say. Wind. Stop it, G. I actually can't with you. Okay, let's do the next one. Would you rather go to school for 4 days but 10 hours or 5 days for 8 hours, which you do now? So would you rather take away a day but stay at school for 2 extra hours? Imagine having to stay at school. Guys, just think of how you feel in that last period at school. So you all sticking to 5 days. You don't want 3-day weekend. Everyone's like 5 days. 10 hours is a lot. It really is. Imagine what time you'd have to get to school to cover the, or what time you'd have to come back to cover that 10 hours. That is a lot for me. I would not be able to do it. No, as a teacher, like halfway through the day, my brain would just like 10 hours is a lot, guys. 8 hours is already. Whew. Next is, would you rather cover yourself in peanut butter or ketchup? You think we are chillaxing having to teach you guys? Would you rather cover yourself in peanut butter? So, you're better at this, aren't you, Chi-Chi? You'll be fine. Guys, you'd rather cover yourself in peanut butter. Do you know how sticky peanut butter is? Guys, think about having to wash it off. Please think carefully. Please think carefully. But it's sweet, but it's sticky. It's gonna be like, can you just, oh, food, it's gonna take hours to cover. So I feel like, exactly, ketchup is easier to wash off. Like, you just put out, you just stand under the shower. And peanut butter, you're not gonna wash it off like that. You must. Yo, think of peanut butter when it's stuck on your knife. Like, oh, it makes you sick. Okay, that makes sense. See, Chichi, think about these things. How are you gonna wash it off? Must think about these things. Me, I care about you guys. But it's still easy. Imagine peanut butter when it dries. It's gonna be hard. Peanut butter is gonna be hard to take off, guys. It's gonna be bricks that you're rubbing off. No way.
I've never actually seen dried peanut butter, so.
You've never seen dry peanut butter?
No.
Okay. Leave your peanut butter out and then come answer after that. It becomes like a brick, like it hardens. So just first leave your peanut butter out before you make this decision. Also, guys, don't ask me why I know how stale peanut butter looks. It's a very sad story. Anyway, would you rather be allergic to chocolate or allergic to bread? This is a silly one. I need to charge my stuff. Would you rather be allergic to chocolate or bread? Chichi says bread. Chichi, you don't care about your life, ne? Ne? You just want to eat the nice stuff. Rather be allergic to bread, as long as I can eat chocolate. So you guys are going to cook every day of your life because you want to eat chocolate. Hi, guys. I can live without chocolate. I can live without chocolate, guys. I can. Like, guys, how easy it is to make a sandwich. So if you don't eat bread every day, you must be making food, cooking. Hi, that's not gonna happen. Sorry, so sorry. It is. So every day you must cook because you want to be able to eat chocolate. Please make better. Please make better choices, guys.
I think the only thing that I would miss if I couldn't have bread would be like pizza.
I would miss my life. You can order food made from what, guys? Burgers are made from bread. Pizzas are made from bread. What are you gonna order? Please tell me, guys. Hi, you guys are not thinking about your lives.
Lose.
Would you rather have super strength or super hearing? I think super hearing, because I'm very clumsy, and if I had super strength, someone's getting hurt. Like, not intentionally, but I'll be like, and now someone's dead. Woo! Imagine, guys, I lean on your car and now there it is, tumbles over. Like, rather super hearing. Imagine. Would you rather be good at synchronized swimming or chess? I can just see people in tight state doing synchronized swimming. Chess, swimming. No, I would never do chess, guys. It's boring. Ugh. It is so boring. I even can't. I'd rather do swimming. I'm sorry. Chess is too boring for me. Guys, I was supposed to end the lesson now, but let's describe the relationship between the terms quickly. So now you're not giving me the next three terms, you're just telling me how I'm getting to the next three terms. I'll play Sudoku to get smarter. Oh, I'd rather swim, guys. Okay, guys, let's do this quickly. How do you get from 1/48 to 1/24 to 1/12? First one is being decreased by 2. Increased. Oh, increase. You say increased. Okay, Bonolo, you need to be specific. That's why we're doing this exercise. When you say increase, are you saying I'm adding 2? Or are you saying I'm multiplying 2? Or squaring? See, you need to be, okay, divided by a half, says Watobe. Excuse me. So this one, you can either say divide by a half or what? Thank you. Or multiply by 2. If you don't believe me, they mean the same thing. You can check. Thank you. Okay, let's go to the second one. Let's go to the second one. Future, I need you to contact the learning. Jeez, I forgot their number. I had their number. Please look at and the last question, end of the lesson. I can't do that at the end of lesson, Future. I have another class, unfortunately. But I promise you I would look at it. I'm writing it down and I would look at it, okay? In the meantime, guys, tell me for B, how do I get to the next term? You said it's question 5 and the last one. Okay, I'll look at it for you, Future. Ooh. Okay, for this one, we divide by 10. Beautiful. What's happening by C? What's happening at C? Quickly, guys. What have we with C? Whoop. And then I just wrote like a random line in the middle of the page because my brain is doing exactly that. Imposter is divided by 5. Do we agree? Is 625 divided by 5? 125? Yes, it is. So let's see, we are dividing by 5 with D. Yes, Chichi, we are dividing by 5 with number C. What's happening with D? Imposter is multiplied by 4. And what's happening with E? I think E is the only one that's going to catch someone out. Some of you might be lost with E. Not really, though. By 4. And then what's happening with E? We have 1, 2, 4, and 7. What's happening today? Yes, there is. There is a quiz. No, voyo. I didn't even read properly. Yes, today is quiz day. Today is quiz day. We are adding natural numbers. Thank you, Oratile. We are adding natural numbers, and that would be the end of our lesson.